Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming. Hi, Danny. Hi, Kathy. How were your classes going to teach today? I opened 8, although I'm not counting those very 2 last slots. I always open those. They never book. So I opened 8 and 6 booked. So it was kind of an easy day. Like I had 1, I had a break. I had 3, I had a break. I had 2. Yeah, how were your classes? So was anyone teaching that new speaking class? I've taught a couple of them. I had one today. It was about the universities. For those of you I don't talk to on a daily basis, I did get the job that I was talking about last week. So that's good. It's pending a background check, which I'm not too worried about, but I haven't posted it on Facebook or anything. I'm not going to make like an announcement there until it's official. I know I'm making an announcement here, but I feel like the YouTube is kind of more intimate, than Facebook. Facebook's like everybody. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And hello, Marianne. So a lot of paperwork to fill out for this job. I'm literally, like yesterday, I had to go get fingerprinted, and today I'm going to go drop off the fingerprints and all my work. So it's a lot of work. It's a lot of things to get done and ready. And it's only a part-time job. I'm only teaching 1 class, but you still got to do all the same things you would do if it was a full-time job. So yeah, it's a lot of work. Yes. Thank you, Marianne. So Marianne, you just joined us. Tell me, how were your classes this morning and what are you going to teach later if you're teaching anything at Outschool? And Luann, hi, Luann. I have to watch it and learn about your new job. Congratulations. Thanks. Thank you. Yes. And hi, Deborah. Thank you. Yep. So I'll just give a super quick thing if you weren't here last week. So I will be teaching cultural geography to 9th grade, which is a perfect subject for me. I mean, I love to travel when I can. I love languages. I love people. So that's what cultural geography is all about. And I noticed this is a little off. There we go. All right. Yes. So I'll start with the Vipkid weekly report. Outschool did have an email that just came out yesterday. So I will go ahead and read that as well after GOGOKID. Okay, so for Vipkid, get your ticket to TESOL Elevate, the 6 Apple program's latest perk. The 6 Apple program is partnered with TESOL International Association to offer a discounted event. We're kicking off the tickets to TESOL in an engaging online event taking place from July 26th to July 30th. That's next week. TESOL Elevate is designed to help new and engaging English language teachers become more effective and boost student outcomes. It's on the 6 Apple page. Are any of you going to this? First of all, I'm really busy right now. I probably would have done something like this when I was newer to Vipkid. I've got too much going on, and these days, Vipkid's not my one and only thing that I do. Marianne, I had 8 classes, my choice. I have 1 Outschool class and I am tutoring later. Awesome. 8 classes is not very many for Marianne. That's a light date. Okay, teacher voice updates. Changes based on your suggestions. The group course class now has a sound test function. So apparently before you couldn't test your sound. You let us know the teachers aren't able to test their sound in group course classroom. Based on this feedback, we added a sound test. Please raise your volume was added to the reminder list in the group course classroom. Teacher Daniel let us know that sometimes it's extremely difficult to hear a student in the group course classroom. Based on this feedback, we added please raise your volume as a reminder. Are any of you teaching group classes? I am not. I was turned off by the extra contract you had to sign. So basically when I reopened all my slots at Vipkid, I got all the certifications that didn't involve signing a new contract. If it involves signing a new contract, I didn't bother with it because once my fall starts, I'll start the new job. I didn't know about the new job before. But I'll start back up with Outschool and my other things I got going on in my life, so I won't do as much Vipkid, so I didn't want to bother signing new contracts. But I'm wondering what you're doing. What are you doing? Marianne has 2 tutoring classes to get today. Thank you, Danny. Don't forget the thumbs up, everybody. Okay, so if you have a suggestion for us, send a ticket to the support team, the teacher voice drop down. The Vipkid store hot summer sale round 3. Has anyone gotten anything from the store? After 2 weeks of dino discounts, it's time to spread the love to the other Vipkid characters. Meg and Mike hand puppet is 15% off in the store. Are any of you going to get the Meg and Mike puppet? I'm not going to bother. Obviously, I like those, but the hand puppets, I don't really need them. Are you going to get one? Join us for a scavenger hunt in the Dino University. Win tokens and prizes. Join a workshop to level up in the classroom. Earn tokens while you're at it. Does the Summer Token Center sale have you wishing you had more tokens? We have a solution. Use raffle icon beside the workshop. That means that you get 50 tokens by attending. All right, summer fun giveaway. Win a $25 Amazon gift card. Summertime calls for some summer fun. Over the next 2 weeks, we'll be hosting 2 rounds of giveaways. The Hutong and the official Facebook group. Virtual meetups. Join the summer fun. It's the week of our Super Host Summer Fest, which means there are a ton of fun events happen every day, from puzzle parties to speed meets to Zumba and more. Are any of you going to any of the meetups this week? I signed up for 2 days of yoga. My life's gotten a little busy. I don't think it's going to happen. Yesterday, I was supposed to do yoga and I didn't get back from my errands in time. Today, I have stuff to do before my appointment. I don't think yoga can work, but I am still exercising. Did my elliptical yesterday. I'm going to try to do like my own yoga, my own time. Luann, I use the puppets all the time. He, she, it with Dino. Okay, that's interesting. That's a good way to use them. Trending topics. Our teachers, service, and support teams are always keeping pulse on what's trending in the community. Server update on July 20th from 12:05 to 12:50. That's today. So if you're in the Eastern time zone, that's 12:05 p.m. to 12:50. So it's only 50 minutes. So if you don't get around to your feedback till then, you just have to wait. You just have to wait another 50 minutes. With all my breaks I've had today, I only have 2 feedbacks left. Okay, GOGOKID. Showing issue. We have figured out the issue about the payment you received from July 16th to June 30th to July 16th. I have it written backwards. Doesn't match the system and the issue is fixed. You may check again. Please notice the payment you received is correct. The system showed the wrong payment. Did anyone have issues with this? Number 2, open slots 2 weeks in advance and open non-peak time slots. Students are waiting each Monday and students may choose to take classes during the non-peak time periods in the summer holiday. Therefore, we have some updates for your reference in terms of opening slots. Firstly, we strongly encourage you to open slots earlier, like 2 weeks in advance before Monday. A lot of regular students are expecting. Do most of you open before the frenzies? I do. Secondly, we would like to remind you that during summer holidays, students may choose to take classes during non-peak times. So they're basically just trying to encourage you to open more non-peak times. All right. Number 3, use classroom features and be surefire winners. So they have the side-by-side, the on-stage, the built-in stars. These are 3 fundamental classroom features. So if you work for GOGOKID, do you use these? I definitely use the stars. I don't use the other ones as much. I don't work there as much. Okay. And photo mode is ready for most upcoming classes. Oh, I did use the photo mode when I taught there it was last week, because I remember in the weekly report, they said you tend to get higher star ratings and things like that and rebookings if you use it. All right, so they have a bunch of workshops coming up, fun and games, pronunciation, blah, blah, blah. All right, so that was GOGOKID. Really short, short weekly reports. And let me see what you guys are saying, then I will go ahead and read Outschool. Okay, Marianne has to go. Goodbye, Marianne. New guidelines for using the Outschool logo. If you promote your classes using social media or other advertisements, using the Outschool logo can help you look professional and connect with prospective learners and families. While we encourage educators to use the Outschool trademark, name, and logo when promoting approved classes, we've made some important updates to our brand guidelines. You'll need to keep in mind, follow these tips. To avoid violating our current brand use policy, download approved Outschool brand materials and make the most. Okay, so they're saying if you make something advertising Outschool, they want to create all space for enrollments. I'm just gonna summarize this part. So basically, they don't want you to, like, if you have a class that's traditionally thought of as something geared towards girls or geared towards boys, just don't assume that one gender over the other likes it. Like, let's say, don't assume that girls don't like cars. Don't assume that boys don't like dolls. I will say, I'm just sharing my own personal experience, but personally me, whenever I've had a class that traditionally targets boys, like let's say I have Dogman, Captain Underpants, Diary of a Wimpy Kid was written from a boy's perspective, I get girls in the class. Like, I maybe have less of them. Dogman's pretty even actually, but like definitely Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I have at least one girl in each one of my sections. But if I have a class geared towards girls, I almost never get boys. Like, I never had a boy in my Owl Diaries class. My American Girl class, I've had 2 boys. Both of them came with sisters. One of them, you could tell he was just there because he was with his sister, but the other one really seemed interested in it. And that's fine. You're welcome in my class if you're interested. But that's just my personal experience that I'm sharing. What have you found with this? All right. Changes to class recording policy. Due to recent changes, will be displayed in gallery mode. So that means you see everybody on the screen. It's not, sometimes you see whoever's talking. Sometimes you see gallery mode, you see everybody. I personally like to look at Zoom in gallery mode, especially as the teacher, you can see everybody. And also think about this, if you're the type that you don't mute people, then if someone just bangs on their computer and you're in the talk mode, that person will show up over you. I'm happy about it too, Danny. Yeah, I think this is a good change because I like to see it that way myself, so I prefer to see the recording that way. Okay, so this means that educators and learners will be recorded throughout the class. So there's never a time when you're not on if you're a participant, like if you have kids that are in the class. Even when you're sharing your screen or using speaker mode to show one person's video at the time of teaching, as always, if one learner says or shows something inappropriate, please immediately hide the recording. All right, so you might think, well, we were in spotlight mode when that kid did whatever that was inappropriate, so no big deal. Yes, he's going to be on the recording, or she. Okay, and that's it. That's it for Outschool. What's going on with Outschool with you guys? I have one-time class tomorrow, which I opened because of Danny. I have 2, so I got to go plan that class. And then Friday, I have the one ongoing class that I kept going throughout the summer. Yeah, so let's see. What are you guys saying? So have any of you, what do you guys do if you have a level 6 that's kind of struggling. My very last class was a level 6, and you're supposed to try to get them to answer questions and talk to you a little more. And I just had to basically stick to the slide and pronunciation. It was kind of hard. Danny had 10 classes yesterday, and this was between 3 different companies, between Vipkid, Outschool, and tutoring. That sounds like an exhausting day, Danny. That sounds really exhausting. And then she would have 30-minute breaks in between the Outschool classes, which you can't really like do much during their 30-minute break, but you're not actually teaching. 12 total. Okay, 12 total that she had. So what was it, 2 Vipkid and then 10 were Outschool and tutoring. So that sounds exhausting, Danny. Outschool, I've never done more than 4 in a day with Outschool. But Outschool involves a lot more prep work if you don't work for Outschool. Like if you only work for Vipkid, 4 doesn't sound that many. But yeah, that's a lot, Danny. How many do you have today? I hope it's not as many. No Outschool classes for me or anything, just an appointment later and lots of things to do. 3 tutoring, 7 Outschool, and then 2 Vipkid must be. But wow, that sounds exhausting. So 6 today, good. Well, that is all for me. Someone else can do the weekly reports next week. If you would like to, contact me or say something, reply to this, but someone else will do it next week. I'm not able to do it next week. So definitely, we always learn from our mistakes. Goodbye, everyone. Zaijian. Thank you, Danny. All right, bye.